another stream. I am Gina, aka the Gina Chu. How are you guys doing tonight? I've decided to jump into some Neverwinter tonight because I just kind of felt like playing it. It's been a little while since we played it on stream. So I figured we would just jump on it. It sounded like something fun to do tonight. So that is what I'm going to do. And I thank you guys for hanging out and joining me and watching if you're on YouTube and just being all around awesome. It always means the world to me. So, I hope you guys have had a lovely, lovely Tuesday. My Tuesday was kind of slow and quiet. My office is very quiet, and our bosses were out today. So, that was a little bit of a struggle. I don't know about you guys, but I always struggle when at work when things are quiet because I like things busy. It makes the time go faster, you know what I mean? So I always kind of struggle there. I love how it says Undermountain is live and they're about to like launch in like less than a week. They're launching like a new module already. It's pretty crazy. Alright, that's all. I should probably refine some of this stuff before we get going. Wands of Fireball, right. That's a thing that I have. Okay.
Interested in the mushroom event?
So, oh, there was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. So, I don't think that they haven't done it yet, but it's coming with the new update in like a week. They are redoing the dye system, and I am so excited about it. Because it is exactly what I want in a dye system, and I'm so glad. So the current way the dye system works is you get a dye and you dye a piece, and when you have a piece of dyed clothing, like my clothing's totally undyed, so it's all like monochromatic like this, and you dye it, and then it's pretty and it's great and you love it, but then you get a new piece of equipment and then you equip it and it's not dyed, and then you're like, well, now I have to go find dye again if I want to, you know, do all that and get you know, and get everything to looking exactly the way I want. And it's kind of a pain in the butt, you know what I mean? So they are changing it now so that rather than dyeing individual pieces of equipment slots have a dye slot. So if you want like a blue shirt, you put blue dye in your shirt dye slot, and then every time you equip, you know, a chest piece, it gets dyed that color and it's blue, which I think is so much better. I'm so excited. I might actually use dye now because it doesn't sound like it's a waste of time anymore. I'm so excited to see how that works out. And I stepped right into a goddamn trap that I completely saw and was so excited talking about dyes that I walked right into it. Oh, Gina. When will you ever learn? The answer's never. The answer's never. I'm a mess. We all know this. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how that dye system pans out, because it sounds so much better than the previous one. Oh my god. That is a very loud zombie sound. So what is over here? Literally nothing. Just a trap that I completely fell into. Because I'm stupid. oh. Bye. Yeah, so I'm excited to see that change to the die system. I also heard that they are changing some of the early game content, which I find to be a little frustrating. Because, I mean, I started a new character and did all the early game content because of all the changes they made to Undermountain. And now, all of a sudden, they're like, yeah, we're changing all the early game stuff, and it would be like, it would have been really nice if you would have maybe pushed Undermountain back a couple of months and put that in Undermountain, because now I feel compelled to start over again, and see the, you know, the new early game content, but I guess we'll have to wait until, you know, I play another, class of some type before we get to experience that, because I'll tell you one thing, I'm not starting over again. Beautiful. Excuse me. Lovely. Yes, thank you. Please actually heal me. I need to start running some dungeons and getting actual diamonds so that I can get a decent companion, because, man, it's rough out here. Let's go over here. Oh my goodness. So I just finished Reria Revelations today, and the book made me cry. It was a pretty damn satisfying ending, and the story was really, really good, and I was really, really happy, and I'm sad that it's over, but it was really, really good, and I highly suggest that you check it out if you ever get the chance to. Because it's pretty good. I'm trying to figure out what to read next. I was thinking about reading the Witcher books, but now I'm thinking about maybe not. I'm looking at some other books, and also there's a book by Brandon Sanderson that he released, I think last year at some point. Something like that. That I haven't read yet, which is weird for me, because usually Brandon is like, you know, he's one of my favorite authors. I don't know if he's my favorite anymore. I've read plenty of other authors now that I feel like that list is expanded a little bit, but he is one of my favorite authors. He's incredible, and usually I buy his stuff day one and devour it. But the ebook for this new one was like $17, and I'm just like, that's expensive for an ebook. I'm gonna read some other stuff on my to-read list and wait for the price to come down. And I think now it's like $10.99 or something, which is still a little high in my opinion, but reasonable enough that I'm considering purchasing it and picking it up. It's like a young adult, and I don't usually read young adult stuff. It's just because Brandon's stuff is so good, I read his young adult stuff. It's like a sci-fi adventure. I haven't read a sci-fi book, really, ever, either. I love science fiction, but I haven't really gotten into novels because there's so many fantasy novels that are on my to-read list. I gotta jump into some sci-fi stuff. So if you guys have any suggestions, you know, for sure let me know. so I don't know what I'm gonna read next. I use Goodreads to track like what books I've read, and what's cool about Goodreads is it looks at what you've read before and it gives you suggestions per genre based upon your previous reading history. So it's interesting. I haven't read book 10 of the Legend of Drizzt series yet, but I felt like the ending to book 9 was so good, like that third trilogy. I was like, it's such a perfect package. I don't know if I want to read more. I'm kind of scared to. I've also heard that at some point the novels get not so great because they started like demanding that they fall in line with like some of the like tabletop game lore and standards or whatever. So that was kind of weird. But I've heard that once that happens, it gets not so good. That's what I've been told. But the books before that, I've heard, are fantastic. And I do like them. They are, I don't want to say dated. Like, they're a little dated. They're dated. They're kind of dated. You know what I mean? Like, they feel to me like, you know, old 70s and 80s fantasy novels. But maybe that's just, you know, me personally, but that's what they feel like to me when I read them. Not that that's necessarily bad, but, you know, some of the stuff that's a little more modern, I feel like this story just packs such a punch. Okay. Bye. That was weird. That's kind of a weird door. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna read yet. I read like the original trilogy of Dragonlance, which I enjoyed, and then I read the Twins trilogy, like you know, like the books about Raistlin and his brother and all that stuff, and I loved those because I loved, and I mean like unhealthily obsession love Raistlin. He's fantastic, and I think he's a fantastic character. He's a asshole. He's a bastard of a guy, but he's great. So I read those books and I really love them, and I know that there's, you know, the Dragonlance world, which is a Dungeons and Dragons setting, different from Faerun, which is what we're in now, where, you know, we're playing Neverwinter. It's a different world, but there's very extensive lore and lots of books for that too, and stories that came like before that one and came after that one. Considering reading those, I mean, I liked the series, and I like the authoresses, Margaret Weiss and is it Hickman? I don't know. I believe that's her name. I feel terrible if I got it wrong, but they wrote those books together, and they're pretty fantastic. They're pretty fantastic. I just don't know if I want to. I don't know. It's been a while since I've read those books, and sometimes when it's been a while, I get really apprehensive about jumping back into a world because I like forget stuff, and especially with like big, huge books, like in some of my spare time, like in bed at night and stuff when I can't sleep, I'm reading through a reread summary of Malazan Book of the Fallen because I love Malazan, but it has been a while since I've read it. It's probably been a year and a half, maybe even 2 years. I don't know, but it's been a while, and it's such a huge, extensive series that Like, there's other books that are written, but I feel like I'm not going to be able to do it. Like, I'm not going to be able to do it because the world is so expansive. Hold on 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Hello, Queens. I'm back. So sorry about that. Anyway, as I was saying about Malazan Book of the Fallen, it's based off of a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, I believe, that the author Stephen Erickson did, and some of the players that were in his group that were also novelists have wrote side novels, and I would love to read the side novels sometime, but I need to keep the details of the main series fresh in my mind because that is a very intense, detailed series. So sometimes it can be hard to do that. And by the way, while I stepped away, I looked it up, and I have a definitive answer for you. Dragonlance, where'd it go? Is a shared universe created by Laura and Tracy Hickman, but Tracy Hickman and Margaret Rice developed it and expanded it into a series of fantasy novels. So it was written by Margaret Rice and Tracy Hickman. I knew Margaret Rice because I follow her on Twitter and I see her tweet all the time. I don't know if I follow Tracy Hickman or if she's even on Twitter. If she is, I probably did because when I started reading those novels and I fell in love with them. Usually if I really love a novel, I have to go find the author on social media and follow them. Some of the authors are really cool and will actually respond to you and talk to you. I've tweeted with Peter V. Brett quite a bit. He's very responsive and very, very nice. I also won a writing contest on his website one time. That's my claim to writing fame. Actually, I have an unfinished first draft of a novel that my brother is reading through right now, but shh, I didn't tell you that. I don't write novels. What are you talking about? Give me that peridot. Give me that peridot. Oh, wow, Gina. How dumb are you? I saw them and stopped, at least. That makes me a little smarter than the average bear. Are you good? Alright, great. Fantastic. Let's continue. So yeah, like, there's one character, a bad guy, that I really love. Like, the original trilogy of Dragonlance is about this group of adventurers that, like, went on these grand adventures, but you see them meeting up, like, again years after those adventures. So you don't really know anything about those adventures. I don't know if they're novelized. They probably are. But one of the but, you know, some of their pasts are interesting, and there's one character who used to be good, and she's not really anymore. Raceland's sister. Oh, get out of here. Are you kidding me? Oh, I just went off. It's time to take my allergy pills. You know, but she's a really interesting character, so I'm like, oh, I wonder if there's some novels based on her. If she is prominent in some of the other novels, I might be interested in reading those. When there's so much that you want to read, it's so hard to, like, pick. You know what I mean? Like, what do I read next? I don't know. Somebody make my life choices for me. There's just so much, I can't handle it. That pill didn't go down very smoothly. It's kind of stuck in my throat and is uncomfortable. Bitch, can I help you? Excuse me. I need to loot this chest and get all of its goodies. Oh no! It's a Mimi! Yes, I'm level 40, queen. Also, look at all the fun items I got. I'm down for that. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure my ability scores get to be increased, and again, we're gonna go with Dex and Wisdom because we are a Dex and Wisdom based rogue. Lovely, thank you. Love how I'm dumb as a rock, but everything else is pretty cool. Impossible to catch. Oh yeah, okay, so that I've already had. Is this a new one? When you use a daily power, your strength meter is refilled for 5 seconds after regular damage is increased by 5%. I think I have those. Feet? Oh! Okay, so at level 41 I get to start choosing feats. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm down to clown with that. What is this? Let's see, roll. Yeah. Cool. I'm about it. Feats worked very differently in the old system. They were like a three-prong, like a 3 trees that had like 2 spaces each, and then you had like your power. Like it was kind of weird, but I assume they changed it and made it better. Hey. Yep. This is quite the horde. Witches and hordes, am I right? Oh, goodness. Okay, so my laptop lost internet again, and unfortunately the only way to fix it that I found, because this happens sometimes, is to restart it, so I'm running blind. I cannot see the chat for the moment. I apologize. I would love to ultimately get myself in a situation where I can get a dual monitor set up, and then that won't be a problem. I won't need my laptop to look at the chat. I can just have it on my second screen. But I need to upgrade my computer a little bit for that. I feel like for it to work really well. And I also need to find a bigger area because my desk is kind of jam-packed. You can't really see my desk from where I'm sitting, but it's like my desk literally has my computer tower, my right speaker, the screen, my left speaker, and my printer, which is pressed up like right against the edge of the table. It's like so jam-packed that I have no room for a second monitor. So I would have to get one, or I would have to find a way to rewire everything and maybe move some furniture around. I don't know. What are you doing? Excuse me, laptop. Laptop, why are you so rude? Like, there's people that I want to say hello to, and you're being very rude about it. Why are you taking so long? Laptop, stop it, girl. Ooh, there's treasure in Lamdar Hills. Oh. gonna fight and open up my laptop at the same time so I can get back to viewing the stream. And you're gonna be a mimic, aren't you? No, okay, good. Thank you for not being a mimic. I appreciate it. Excuse me, what? Can I go around this way? It looks like I can. Either that was a glitch or it was meant to get out of the way. God damn it. Don't step in the fuck me area. We all know this. Okay, hold on a second. Got my internet back. I just gotta get tab back. Boop. Let that load. Alright, yeah, so I might have to go. I don't know if that was purposeful or not. I don't remember that ever happening. But clearly there's a way over here. I'm hoping that wasn't like glitched out where it was supposed to explode and didn't. I don't know. The Death Serpent! She looks like Sindel from Mortal Kombat. Am I right or am I right, guys? Nice! I killed her and the shard in one fell swoop. Fantastic. Vampire monster! Hello, you are not late at all! We are here, we are chilling. What is up, my friend? Yeah, okay, so that's over there on the other side. What is in here? The Vicious Dagger! I'm down to put it on my main hand. Cool. Well, that's still not a way that I can get out of here, so. I have a feeling that was supposed to be purposeful though, but I don't remember. I don't have a big recollection of doing this quest anyway. I know I've done it several times before, but I don't really have a recollection of it. Okay, so that's it for that one. So, return to the Doom Guide, return to the Doom Guide. Slay zombies, kill spiders. You need to kill zombies and zombie hulks. Okay. Well, zombies shouldn't be hard. They're all over the goddamn place. So battle lights. You're a little sick. Well, that sucks. I hope you feel better soon. I am doing well. I'm doing well tonight. Thank you for asking. Oh, I remember this area. Yeah, this quest is a pain in the butt because they only really spawn in this area, and if somebody else is doing the quest, like they are now, I think it should count for both of us. At least I hope so. And then you have to wait for them to, like, respawn. Which, honestly, I'd rather go kill some zombies while we wait. Yeah, I'm doing well. I've just been relaxing, enjoying stream. After a long day of work. There's only 5 of them? Game, are you having trouble counting? Because sometimes you have trouble counting, girl, and I'm not okay with that. Alright, here's a bunch of zombies. Let's just knock them into the ground. Okay, so some of these aren't the exact zombies we're looking for, I guess. There we go. That worked. Cool. Alright. So now I just need to kill a bunch of spiders. And there was somebody else in here, so they probably are camping in here, killing them all anyway. Oh, here we go. There's more in here. Nice. Cool. I wonder if they adjusted that, because I remember having to wait for like these to respawn a bunch of times, so maybe they lowered the number that I needed. I don't know. But either way, I am down for it. I am good to cash these in. I'm not gonna complain. Zombies are kind of boring to fight. I feel like zombies in general are kind of boring. Look at this guy running back to his place. Look at him. Look at him. That's the 2 guys. Let me turn this
We can
into
use
this.
more. Now there's an adventurer that shows no fear.
Yeah, I show no fear.
There is much Idris is
We've done all
almost
these
over,
before.
but there are 3 final.
Rescue ghosts from soul slavers and go to the Drowned King's Barrow. Okay, so we're going to the Drowned King's Barrow. We'll rescue some of those soul slaves on the way there. And if there's nobody else that wants things from us, we should be good to go accomplish that then. Excellent. For you, they are. A lot of people love zombies. A lot of people love zombies. And, you know, and I kind of understand the appeal. But they're just not my particular thing, you know what I mean? Like, no hate. You know, I know lots of people that love zombies and zombie-related things. My father's a huge fan of The Walking Dead. I know that was a huge, like... That was a huge, even, like, a cultural thing, you know what I mean? That was almost like a Game of Thrones level thing, but for zombies. Like, that was a huge cultural kind of event on television. Which I think is kind of cool. I mean, as a Game of Thrones fan myself, I think it's cool to see stuff like that happen, especially I'm just gonna stand outside the fuck me area and just let my attack kill you. You're terrible! You're terrible at your job! But anyway, I'm a huge fan of Game of Thrones, and I remember how amazing it was to see, you know, my favorite genre represented to, like, a wide swath of, you know, the public. It's pretty cool. So I understand that there's appeal there. It's just not my cup of tea. If they're done interesting, they can be cool. You know, I like seeing spins on things. Like, zombies are a very, like, common thing in, like, storytelling. I love seeing that stuff turned on its head. Like, in Mass Effect, I loved the freaking space zombies, because I thought they were interesting. Like, you take these people and you put them on pikes, and, you know, you just kind of skewer them, and then they turn into futuristic space zombies. Which I think is pretty badass, if you ask me. And I also like that they're fast. I hate slow-moving zombies. I feel like they're silly. I like the ones that just, like, charge at you full speed. Just like, I am zombie, hear me roar. I'm coming for you. Your friends are Walking Dead fans. Yeah, it's popular stuff. My dad isn't, like, a huge fan of a lot of things, but he loves his Walking Dead. He watches the show, he watches, like, that Talking Dead show afterwards. He plays the occasional video game, but when the video games came out, The Walking Dead, like the Telltale games, he was in heaven. He loved those. Cool. Alright, that's done. Let's go to this barrow. You like vampires more. Well, I can tell. Your screen name is Vampire Monster. I can tell. Vampires are cool. Again, another type of kind of classic monster, quote unquote, that if done well and interestingly can be cool. You know, I'm not the you know, Edward Cullen, you know, sparkling in the sun vampire kind of fan. I like the more Vampire the Masquerade, you know, tragic, moody, and gory with a side of comedy, kinda. Wow! You literally just bitch slapped me. What a jerk. What a jerk. Hey, Coins! What's up, my dude? How are ya? What's up? Are you really good for what ails me, though? Like, are you really? I don't know what's over there. I don't feel like exploring. I want to get this stuff done. Boo-doo-boo. Oh, you love that game? You love Vampire the Masquerade? Are you talking about Bloodlines, the computer game, or have you played the tabletop game before? And I'm good, Coins. I'm good. I had a pretty slow, quiet day, so I'm happy to hang out here. Have some excitement, some adventure. Even if it is via a video game. Why not? I see this trap. I'm okay. I'm gonna attempt to not step on it. Slow, quiet, and good. Fun days. I like days where things go a little bit faster. I mean, the most stressful thing, quote unquote, that I did today was I filed sales tax for my company. How exciting! The thrills of filing sales tax. It's so exciting. My job is super exciting, guys. You love Vampire the Masquerade. That's awesome. Have you played the tabletop game, or have you just played Bloodlines? Or Redemption. Vampire the Masquerade Redemption was a game. That was a thing. It existed. People liked it. I was so on it. It had a multiplayer element that I enjoyed much more than the main game. But Bloodlines, I love. We played it twice on this Twitch channel so far. You only figure out your own personal taxes, much less sales tax. Sales tax is actually, in my opinion, a lot easier than personal tax. But then again, you know, the reason why it's easier is because, you know, because we're a business, we have, you know, business, you know, software for businesses, for billing purposes, that calculates sales tax for you. So I already kind of have the numbers that I need. If it were independent, I would have to crunch those numbers myself, and that can be a bit of a pain in the butt. Bloodlines, yeah, Bloodlines is so good. And some states have the most pants on head laws for sales tax. They are just so weird sometimes. California, weirdest tax laws. Hawaii, super confusing. It's kind of ridiculous. Do I have a full-on accounting license? I don't. I don't have a full-on accounting license. I'm not a certified accountant. I'm an accounting assistant. That is technically my job title. But I've learned a lot. My boss, our controller, is a certified accountant, a CPA, a certified public accountant. And I learned a lot from him. You know, I feel like accounting, much like many professions in the world, is one of those things where you learn a lot of important stuff that you need to know in school, but you really learn how to do the job once you get experience, you know what I mean? Like, if I ever wanted to go for an accounting license one day, like, I would probably be much better off than most because, you know, I'm already kind of part of the down and dirty job stuff, but some of the stuff he has to do, I wouldn't want to. Like, I filed the sales tax, he used to file the business taxes. That must be insane. I can't even imagine. I love Bloodlines. What's your favorite clan to play as, Vampire Monster? Personally, I love Malkavian because they're just super fun in that game. But I also really love the Toreadors. Or Toria whores, as I call them. Because that's pretty much what they are. Some states literally use that as their primary revenue generation, so it's bizarre to begin with. Also, rip at you not being able to be my accountant when I begin making money beyond free file. Yeah, no, I mean, the only thing that I could tell you to do is, you know, if you can afford it, spring for the money to get it done by somebody who knows what they're doing. Like, I go to H&R Block every year. I think last year for H&R Block it cost me like 116 or 160 somewhere. It was in like the low to mid hundreds, but you know, I made much more than that in taxes. So like for me it was worth it to make sure that I'm not going to get audited and make a mistake. If your taxes are simple enough, that's cool, but some stuff complicates things. Like if you take classes, that complicates your taxes. If you buy a house or a car, that super complicates taxes. You're 16, you can't wait to do taxes. They're not fun. Although it is kind of cool if you wind up getting money back. Itemization. Well, you know what also complicates taxes? Being a Twitch streamer. At least when you know, you make revenue. You know, because I'm a Twitch affiliate, so, you know, when they pay me out, I don't remember if I've gotten a payout this year or not. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out at the beginning of next year when they give out the the W-2 forms, but or the 1099s, that is. But yeah, I mean, I have to, everything that I make, like I have to pay taxes on. You know, when you guys send me bits or when you guys subscribe, I have to pay taxes on that. The concept of taxation is good, but that's political philosophy stuff I won't ramble about here. Yeah, I try to avoid politics just as a matter of course on stream, just because it can be really divisive. So I appreciate that. They are hell sometimes. They are hell sometimes. You know, sometimes they suck. Sometimes you're like, why are these taxes even being taken out? You know, and then when you start getting into like really having a job and you start doing stuff like, you know, putting into your 401k and retirement and, you know, health benefits, it just, life just goes off the rails and it's just an endless stream of just paying money for things. I mean, I don't see a good chunk of my paycheck between my 401k and my benefits, you know? And honestly, I don't pay a crazy amount for my benefits. How about not? How about I don't die in agony and say I did? Hello, Jugaholic. You play Guardian Fighter. Oh, that's cool. Level 38. Okay, cool. Or, I don't know what they renamed Guardian Fighter to. I think it's just Fighter now. Undermountain renamed all the classes. And hello, Silo UK. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, one and all, to the fun times. So, what, I don't, did you, I don't know if you gave me an answer, Vampire Monster, because the chat kind of scrolled by, but what clan do you usually play as in Vampire Bloodlines? And also, have you been looking into Vampire Bloodlines 2? I'm really excited for that game. I haven't pre-ordered it yet. I don't know if I should. I kind of tend to take the side of thou shall not pre-order, because pre-orders sometimes just don't go well. You know what I mean? But I'm interested in seeing more about the game. That's for sure. OMG, yes, you can't wait for it. Nice. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Oh! Yeah, the concept is really cool. I know there's been a little bit of stupid ass drama or whatever. I'm hopeful about it. Snake's coil armor. Ooh. I'll take that. I can't wait for dyes to actually be useful. I don't know what they're doing to the old dyes, too. I think they're changing the way that you get and make dyes as well in this game once the new module comes out in like a week. So, I don't know. I'll have to see. Yeah, I'm excited for Bloodlines. I'm excited that they're bringing a Malkavian. I know that there's a lot of talk about how they want to handle Malkavians because everybody's very sensitive about the way mental illness is handled nowadays. As somebody who suffers from anxiety and depression and therefore is part of those shenanigans, I don't really care. I thought it was fine in the first game, and I feel like it's hard to define it, being that the core book for Vampire the Masquerade literally says that the brand of insanity
There is much
can literally be anything.
The Barrow Lords misquoted. You have greatly hindered it.
Alright, we're done here. We're going to Protector's Enclave. You know what that means? We're going to turn this in, and then we're going to go do our dailies. Yay! Dailies are so much fun. We gotta do our dailies. We gotta be vigilant. We have things to earn. We have places to go. We have people to beat. Right. Sometimes it doesn't let me go to the waypoint, but today it is. Let's go. I'm making a waypoint for myself. How'd I get the giant lizard? Doesn't it require money? No! It was an item that was given away for free. I forget for what. I don't know if it was because Undermountain released or what. I forget exactly. Because when Undermountain released, there was like a ton of free stuff that was being given out for a couple different reasons. But yeah, no, this was free. I've never really spent real life money on this game. Actually, no. I did once to get my 3rd character slot. But I played this game enough that it was worth it. And also I have lots of amazing donations and stuff from you guys that I can use to fund stuff for the stream. So, because you guys are amazing. You used to play Neverwinter nonstop for like 3 months and it released on Xbox. It was fun, but you sucked. You recommend Realm of the Mad God. You love the Tremere. Oh, the Tremere is super fun too. I love playing them in Bloodlines as well. In fact, Tremere was what I believe I played on my first playthrough 2 Halloweens ago, and then last Halloween I played a Malkavian because I really wanted to show off the Malkavian. The Tremere are fun. They're vampire blood mages. Like, how badass is that? So good. Look at that sunset. Oh, it's beautiful.
Protectors.
Alright. Company Argo I am not looking forward to because that is the pirate area and it's all up high and my fear of heights takes over and I pretty much want to vomit the entire time I do that part of the game because my fear of heights is crippling and terrible. So, not looking forward to that. Whoop! Alright, let's start with Acquisitions Inc. because this is the weirdest thing I can get over with.
I do hope your next wound is unique.
And you are still a freak of nature wanting me to get hurt.
Welcome to... Hey, guess who needs another egg?
Yeah, big surprise.
I can't help.
We have 4 things to do for these guys now.
Good. Meet me in the usual spot.
So we are going to start with the stuff in the basement as per usual because this is the easier stuff. And then we're going to go to Mount Hope now for the stupid bird. And then we're going to go on a little adventure into an ice area and go up an ice giant's butthole. And no, I'm not joking. That is a thing that happens in this game. Wait and see if you haven't done the quest.
That was strange.
So we're here to steal the fake gold thing.
Ah! Coming through the portal! Kill the monsters and the portal should close themselves.
Go. One room down. I don't know if you guys have saw, by the way, that I have also been playing quite a bit of Final Fantasy 14. Kind of got back into it after being kind of out of it for a while. And I've been loving it and having supreme amounts of fun with it. I am getting to the point where the free trial is up, though. It's free to level 35 and at level like 27. So I'm going to have to try to find a way to afford that soon. Also, I'm having a problem streaming that game in that, you know, I ran into a part of the main plot where I had to go run a dungeon, and the waits for dungeon running are like 50 times worse in that game than they are here. Like here, it can be some agonizing minutes. In FF14, okay, they give you like an estimated wait time. I had I was in a queue yesterday while I was streaming. I didn't want to fall down here. It's alright. My AoE killed those guys. Yep. the class that you always pick in an RPG? Oh, Rogue. So I'm playing right now. I always play Rogues. I don't know why. I love them. For you, it's Mage. See, I was afraid that Mages are going to be a little squishy.
They took my statue?
But
and all
Mage
the
is
fake
kind of
gold?
cool.
Who does that?
I just love dual wielding
You'd be
daggers.
surprised how expensive that fake
And being
gold is.
sneaky and
Get that stuff
backstabbing.
back.
I just love it a lot. Alright, and we are not going to fall down this pit trap. Still doing well with not falling down it. Those of you who may remember in the early day of Acquisitions Inc., I used to fall down this every time. There are spikes down there that will give you an injury and a big hunk of enemies, and it is not fun to deal with. I hate this area too. They just keep on spawning. I killed 250 goblins. Lovely. 11 out of 10. And here they are having a treasure bath. Yeah, I love playing rogues. I don't know why. I just do. When I first played D&D, I played a rogue character.
Acquisitions and core.
And then I switched to an Ardent, which is like a tanky support. Your minds are running into each other because I smack you in the butt way too fast. Beautiful. Let me grab the statue. Put it in my pocket as per usual.
How did you... That was solid gold. Never mind, just jump through the portal.
Alrighty, so that is number 1. Number 2 is much shorter and is down here in the basement. Nearly as good as new. I'm still a little banged up, but that's okay. This quest gets varied in that I have to find 3 things of documents, and the documents' locations are randomized each time. So that adds a little bit of randomness, but otherwise, pretty much the same quest over and over again. Which is a problem with the dailies in this game. I have to say that if I have any, you know, big criticism about specifically the end game of this game, it's that the dailies are very repetitive. Some of like the really high-end stuff later on is not so bad. Some of the places have like a group of dailies that like rotate by each day of the week, which is nice because at least, you know, that gives you a little bit more variety. Okay, here's... You love burning people with fire magic. Nice! I love thunder and lightning magic. Give that to me any day of the week. I feel like it is so underrated. People always like fire or ice. I'm like, let me electrocute a bitch. That's my favorite kind of magic. And we're done. See, that one's nice and quick. The other two are going to be torturous.
I do hope your next wound is unique.
Alright, let's go out here. These other two we need to reach via the blimp. Okay, so we're gonna get dumped here. We gotta go get this bird's egg so that this asshole can have some toast or whatever. He
Gotta
wants
love it.
bacon and
That
eggs.
view never gets old. I wouldn't know.
That's right, his bacon gets cold.
Okay, head up and get that sweet, delicious egg. Remember, the nest will be
Actually-
somewhere real high.
Before I jump into this, I'm gonna step away for just 1 second. I will be right back. I'm back. Blood magic is always fun to use. Have you ever played Dragon Age? Because I feel like you're talking a little bit of Dragon Age to me. Dragon Age is another series we played before on this stream that I love, love, love. Lovely. Alrighty, so I'm gonna run up to the bird. She's gonna push me away.
Yep, that's her. You'll have to poach her off that nest again. Feather finding time.
Yep, so we need to go find feathers, and we're gonna make it look like she stole the hammer of this big guy, so he goes and fights her, and then we can steal her egg while the two of them are bickering. That is our master plan. Yes, okay, so you have played Dragon Age. Love Dragon Age so, so much. First BioWare game I ever played. Turned me on to them and their particular Brando RPGs. That led me into Mass Effect, which is one of my favorite game series of all time. Definitely didn't really stick the landing at the end, but, you know, I can't really help that. Still a great, fantastic series. I loved it. There's the last feather that I need.
Let's see how our friend the giant blacksmith is doing.
Probably terrible. Because he's always doing terrible, because I'm always fucking with the poor guy. Wow, that even took that big guy out. I'm getting strong. As you level up, the rogue really gets ridiculous. Noodles wasn't lying when they said that after the changes, the rogue is like super OP. Uh-oh. Let me out, let me out!
Hide in your spot and try and distract the giant like last time.
So we distract the giant, we steal his hammer, he thinks the bird did it.
Delicious egg.
The last time I did this, the bird actually aggroed me and chased me down the map, which is not supposed to happen, and it was not pleasant.
A bit of fighting ya, looks like. But you bit your match, eh? That's a soft Helen, eh? Nothing above an egg, you beastly bird. No high picking.
I'm now strong enough that these aren't so much of a hindrance.
You can keep her.
Like, I used to hate this place because all of these battles peppered everywhere were, like, super annoying. Dragon Age is one of the best games you've played. Yeah, it's really good. It's a good one. I know that Dragon Age 4 is in development. I don't know what is going to actually happen with Dragon Age 4, but I'm interested to see what the next one is. In the supreme hope that they don't fuck it up. God damn it, I didn't want to aggro this guy. With these stupid fights. We're gonna have to kill these two gigantic scorpions here in the nest anyway, so...
Come on, stop horsing around with that scorpion and bring me that egg.
Oh, shut up! Get down here and do it yourself. I yell at him every time he says that. It pisses me off.
It's so great to see that.
Alright, so that was the quickest run of that I've ever done, which is cool. This next one I've only done once, climbing into the ice giant's butthole. Yeah, it's happening. There he is. He's got some scratches up his butt that he needs us to itch. And it's our time to shine, ladies and gentlemen. I was like, where am I supposed to go? Right. You hope the new Dragon Age will have blood magic. Probably. Blood magic is a pretty big plot point in just about every Dragon Age game, so... It's kind of one of the main reasons why a lot of characters justify hating the mages, so I'm sure that it will be in there. Especially since I would assume from the little teaser that we saw and the stuff that went down in Dragon Age 2 and 3, that the war between the mages and everyone else and all the crap that blood magic does to you is probably going to be a big part of the plot, so...
Hey! So, one of these trolls out here has a pick in his head? Seems pretty straightforward to me.
Alrighty. So I gotta make the way into this guy's butthole, which is not as easy as it sounds. Just so we're all aware. I gotta find the mithril pick. I don't know if it's in a different place every time. I don't even remember where it was the first time. Oh, I remember where it is. These ice trolls. There's a big ice troll over yonder that, if I remember correctly, does indeed have the ice pick, and I need to defeat him and get it. Can you heal me, please? Thank you. And where are you guys from, by the way, that are watching? Like, I'm curious where you guys are from. This is where I want to go. He's right there. Oh, he's angry. Now I need to fucking survive. Shut the fuck up. Like, please, just absolutely shut up. Also, you need to start doing your job, buddy. You're from Puerto Rico. That's awesome. I'm from New York, if you couldn't tell by the accent. We got the pick. Let's go into the butthole and destroy all the things. And again, if you think I'm joking about the butthole thing, get ready.
Yes, just like that. There are more down below.
Oh yeah, there are more down below. Oh god. Oh god! It's so inappropriate, my goats. Vampire monster's like, oh god. thought there was one over here. I know there's one over there. I've only run this once. It's not like I know what I'm doing. Gina. So looking for these big red things. That's what we gotta... That's the literal itch we've gotta scratch. Was getting hard to ignore.
Keep going.
My hand is starting to cramp up a little. Sorry. I just started swinging at the air because my hand is like... Blue Protocol? I'm not sure what that is. Going lower and lower and lower and lower and lower.
Come on! Next one.
It's a new RPG. No, I've never even heard of it. Is it like out now? Have you been playing it, or is it something that's coming up that you're excited about?
That's it. What a relief.
There we go. We've sufficiently scratched his butthole and gotten rid of all the annoying things. That's only kind of half the battle here. Here's the last crystal. If I remember correctly, there's a boss inside this crystal. Oop, yep, there he is. Ooh. He's fast. Bash the hell out of my friendo here.
You done in there? Head through the portal and get back.
I like how he says, "Are you done in there?" Like, it's such an inconvenience that I'm taking so long. It's from Japan and it's in beta. Oh, okay.
Lakar is very happy we were able to help him again, but I have some advice.
Alright, let's turn all this in. And then we might be able to do some
Welcome to
dragon
Act-
stuff before I end for the night.
I can't. Okay.
Alright, let's see. Ooh, we do have something for Tyranny of Dragons. Oh, right. I started this last time. Right. The cloak is no longer good, but that's okay. Acquisitions, Inc. Oh, that's still locked, and I need 175 of these, and I have 50. The acorns are so slow. They really need to up the rate on those. It's really frustrating to me, in my personal opinion. So, Tyranny of Dragons. We have to go up here for. Go. Order of the Gauntlet.
Greetings, adventurer. The Order of the Gauntlet seeks your assistance. The Order of the Gauntlet has dispatched a team to Ebon Downs to help contain the undead there. The leader of the team.
Okay, this is another Cult of the Dragon thing. I'm cool with that. And I just basically take these and see how many I can do. Ooh, okay. I need to assist the Harpers in Never Death, but this is in Ebon Downs. Grave swapping. Kill 25 of them and defeat the dragon. Alright. That's pretty typical. Let's go to Never Death. See what we can do there. I don't know. You don't know if it's coming. I know what you mean. Like, you don't know if it's going to be in English or not. Yeah, sometimes it can be rough. Like, I remember when Black Desert Online first came out, and, like, the character creator blew everyone's mind. Like, everybody was like, oh my god, it's so good. And people were downloading the game in, I forget if it was Japanese or Korean, just to use the character creator, and now it's in English. Now it's in English, and you can get it pretty much anywhere here in America, which is pretty cool.
We must stop this. The new cultists have been busy recruiting new dragons into their service. The
Carthaxis, oh shit. 18 minutes.
Green dragon to aid them here. Defeating Carthaxis may buy us some time to learn more about what the new cult is up to.
Minutes is so long. I might want to attempt to switch instances and see if that makes it any quicker. I could wind up. I don't know if I can really make it much longer than that, honestly. Maybe these guys still want to fight me. Go away so I could swap the grave markers. Have I played Black Desert? I played a little bit of it when it first came to America, and to be quite honest, call me a dumb American because I'm terrible when it comes to languages, but the translation was a little rough, and so it was a little difficult to understand exactly what to do and what was going on. I don't know if it's any better now. But I was playing it for a little bit, and then I stopped because I wasn't sure how I really felt about it. I should jump back into it someday, though, and see how I feel about it now that some time has passed. I should try getting into that game again. I feel like I've really been playing a lot of MMOs on stream. I've almost turned into like an MMO streamer, which is weird because it's not a genre I was ever really too keen on. But I've been playing this, I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV. We played SWTOR for a while, but SWTOR is really frustrating when it's free. Okay, he'll return in 14 minutes. Whatever instance I go to has to be better than that. Five minutes. Okay. 5 minutes I can deal with. 5 minutes is a lot more reasonable than 14. So here's the interesting thing about this particular map, though. I don't see anybody else here waiting to take down Carthraxis. So I wonder if anybody's coming at all. I don't think I can take him on by myself. Oh, here's somebody else. Maybe people are going to start to gather now. It's possible. Right, beautiful. Wait, 10 minutes? Oh. I was not paying attention. I was looking at the wrong numbers. Okay. I need 10 seconds before I can switch again. It's 15 minutes. Fuck. Am I a ninja in Final Fantasy XIV? How did you know? How did you ever guess that I was a ninja? I absolutely am, yes. My brother plays, he's been playing for years, and I literally asked him what's the closest thing to a rogue, and he said a ninja, and I was like, Yes.
Smart fighter quits while he's ahead.
I'm so frustrated. I'm so impatient. I'm terrible. I'm gonna switch back to that one. That one was the lowest time of the three. But yeah, I got to Vinja. Dancer calls out to you. My brother has been playing Dancer, but I think just because it's like one of the newer classes, so he's looking to max it out, but he doesn't really like it. Look at all that. All garbage. Give it to me. Thank you. I have so much inventory in this character, but they've pared down the inventory. I have nothing there anymore. Okay. You like Red Mage more than Dancer. My brother means White Mage. Although he's also been playing quite a bit of Black Mage, which he said is the hardest rotation in the game. 69, 69. Nice. Ninja's the only class I really played. I started off as Pugilist because that was the closest thing, and then once I was able to become Ninja, I became a Ninja. So... you know, I don't know what I'll do after Ninja. I gotta get to level 35 first and then decide if I can afford to subscribe to it on a monthly basis. And if so, well then it's on, like Donkey Kong. Then we're just gonna be doing everything. Hey, Charge Blast! What is up, my dear? I haven't played Neverwinter in a while, actually. You just happened to catch me on a day where I was back in Neverwinter. Right now, I'm painfully waiting for Carthraxis to show his face. It's upsetting me. I'm really close to a ding, though. Maybe I should just go around and fight some enemies until things. Yeah, 6 whole minutes, and then I have, I think, one more quest, and then I'm probably going to end for the night. I don't know how big that quest is, though. I've not run into it before. I have stuff I need to do after stream, though, so I don't want to go too over my normal stream time. You know? Hey, there's level 42. Oh, that reminds me. Now I can choose one of these. What is this? Assassin's Target. Your attacks apply a stack of targeted to the first enemy hit. This effect stacks up to 10 times and increases the damage of your next encounter power that strikes the target by 1% per stack. Interesting. Or Toxic Blades. You cast your weapons with a deadly toxin, causing encounter and daily attacks to apply a DOT. I don't exactly know what DOT stands for off the top of my head. This DOT deals 30 magnitude weapon damage once every... damage over time. Duh. What am I, an idiot? I'm sitting here going, DOT, damage over time. If I read the rest of the sentence, it kind of gives you context. This DOT deals 30 magnitude weapon damage once every 3 seconds for 9 seconds and stacks up to 5 times. I don't know which one to go with. I kind of like the idea of Toxic Blades better. Just because sometimes the first enemy hit is not the one that I would want to put stacks on. Yeah, right? The damage over time, right? Like that, I feel like that's the correct answer. I'm gonna go for it. Give me that sweet, sweet damage over time. Also, why do I not have a... That's fine. We've got 3.5 minutes left. Ugh. I always feel good when, like, I'm trying to pick, like, a power in this game, and then somebody's like, yeah, pick this one. Funny story, when I played Dungeons & Dragons, the tabletop game, I played an Ardent, which is not, like, one of the typical default classes. It's like a tanky kind of support, because it's what they call a leader-type class, because the buffs and debuffs I use happen in an area around me. So you kind of go where I go to take advantage of it. So it kind of winds up leading kind of the flow of battle. Really fun class. But, you know, as I was leveling up and I was with my DM leveling up every time we gained a level, I was just, you know, trying to pick stuff that made sense. And then one day, we were talking about my character, and he said, you know, we could go to an optimization forum and see what, like, the agreed upon optimized loadout for an Ardent is. You know, he's like, not that I'll let you change anything, but I'm interested to see, you know, what they recommend. And I pretty much did everything that the forum told me to, and I felt very proud of myself. Because I was like, I kind of already optimized this character. I picked the correct things. She was painful. I don't know if you've ever played tabletop RPGs, but we played it from level 1 to level 30. And my main at will was called Demoralizing Strike. And if I used my powers to buff it, it would give -8 to all enemies around me until the end of my next turn. -8 to all defenses. all defenses. Towards the end of the game, the problem became hitting them in general. This guy's name is Iscarl. I know where that name is from. You, my friend, are a fan of Malazan Book of the Fallen, and I appreciate your name. Because Iscarl Pust is one of the greatest literary characters ever. He's hilarious. I feel like I want to say something to him. But my social anxiety won't even let me message somebody in an MMO. Alright, we've got less than 40 seconds. Let's do it. I'm excited. That wasn't too painful of a wait, actually, getting to chat with you guys. And you know that this whole wait is just going to be for like 20 seconds of a battle because we're just going to decimate this dragon. Like, this dragon is just going to fall apart. Where are you? There you are. You got pissed at me because I just jumped on in and just... Bye. That's all she wrote, folks. Alright, now we're gonna go back, turn these in the beginning of this area, and then I'm gonna go help the other person in Evan Downs. Hopefully that won't take terribly long. And then we'll turn all of our dailies in for the Cult of the Dragon, and then I think that will wind up being the end of stream. Because normally I would end now, but I don't want to leave that quest hanging. I've never done it before. It's never been available to me before, so I kind of want to see what is up with it.
We must stop what hope.
Let's go see what she wants. I'm a little scared. It's probably because I just finished Evan Down, so now I get to go back and do Cult of the Dragon stuff here. Oh, right, and I technically get those dragon coins. Let's see what's going on over here. That's okay. Thanks so much for hanging out, Vampire Monster. You have a lovely evening. Thank you so much for stopping on by. You made my heart very happy. It was lovely talking to you. Ow, my heart. You guys are so good to me. Ew, emotions. Oh my god, how far away is this chick? Should have known she was all the way back here and it was called Barrow Busters. Oh, I think I remember this. Yeah, I think I remember this now. Yep. Yeah, I hate you.
The Order of the Gauntlet needs your help. Thank you. The Cult of the Dragon has unearthed many ancient urns. A vicious black... The cult of the dragon has spent a lot of time unearthing obelisks throughout the Valley of the Ancients and studying the inscriptions on them. We need to know what information there is. Go to the Valley of the Ancients and copy the inscriptions on the obelisks there.
Okay, it looks like I could do these pretty quickly, and then I need to defeat this dragon. How long is it going to be till the dragon gets there? 4 minutes. Okay, 4 minutes we can do. Ouch. That was not nice or pleasant in any way, shape, or form. Here's another one.
Feel the fury!
Cool. I'm just trying to find these, yeah, these fragments and these things to copy. Still in the area. Alright, cool. I just need to find the rest of these obelisks. Ooh, that looks like an attack that is not fun to be on the receiving end of. That did not look pleasant. Luckily, I dodged because I'm just that amazing. Not really. Okay. Well, there were 3 on this side. There's probably going to be more on the other side of this big area, I would imagine. Yep, here's one. Let's see one over here. Oh, there's one over here though, so I gotta get rid of this guy. Itchy. My nose is itchy. Hey, Vicky, what's up? Is that a fighter Komodo dragon? I don't know what this thing is. It is some level of dragon. However. Alright, we've got 34 seconds to find this last one. It's right here. Easy enough. Except this guy's gonna dodge my fucking attacks. Gimme, 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 give it to me, give it to me. Alright, let's get here and get ready to take this dragon down. I don't think I've ever really fought this dragon. Maybe I did once before. 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! There it is. Wow. Just tired, went to the dentist today because you thought you had an infection. I hope you don't. I'm going to the dentist on Saturday for a cleaning. My anxiety is like... Oh, I can't do that this guy. Bye. Oh, he does not like me. There we go. Alright, I am done. I am out of here. You don't think you use sores in your mouth from brushing too hard and eating crunchy food, so you can't have crunchy food or spicy food for a week to 10 days. That sucks. Yeah, I mean, I still can't believe I got that tooth pulled the other month. Like, if you would have told me that I would have gone and gotten my tooth pulled, I would have told you you were an idiot. I would have been like, I'm sorry, do you mean just have a mouthful of, like, shards of tooth for the rest of my life because I'm never setting foot in the dentist's office? Because that sounds like my life. Thank you, friendo.
Others here know excellent. The barrow in the Valley of the Ancients holds the remains of an ancient barbarian warrior.
I don't want to do that. I don't have time to do all this. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? Oh. Okay, well that was considered helping him, so that completed that quest anyway. Alright, perfect. You can't push your guns for that long too, and you have to use a special rinse. That sucks. I know I have a tiny cavity that I have to get filled that she saw when I got my tooth pulled. I don't know if she's gonna fill it on Saturday though, because I'm going in for a cleaning at 12:30, but their office closes at 1. So she may look at it and be like, "We do still need to fill this, but because our office is closed, you'll need to come back another time," or what? Or if she'll find other ones when she cleans my teeth. I don't know. I've only ever had surface cavities filled, and I had them filled like 25 years ago, so I don't know what it's gonna be like. I'm very scared. But it'll be alright. Worst comes to worst, I could just ask for the laughing gas. That shit's so good. Oh my god. You had 0 cavities in your life. Good for you. I've only had 2 surface cavities, which is pretty damn close to having no cavities whatsoever. This is the first, like, real cavity I've ever had at age 35. Not bad. Especially considering that, while my mother has very good teeth, my father's teeth are terrible. Luckily, I inherited my mother's teeth. My father's whole family has terrible teeth.
Join us at the summer festival.
I'm gonna turn these in, and then that's gonna be it for stream tonight, my queens. The only teeth you've had pulled were wisdom teeth, and it was mostly due to infection. And that one wisdom tooth just kind of fell apart in my mouth, so. Alrighty. So those are my dragon dailies. Let's see if there's anything else I can do here now. Ooh, I can assist the Order of the Gauntlet now. And that is going to take 20 hours. So obviously we're going to just let that marinate. So yeah, that's going to be it for stream tonight. But I got some good work done. In this game I got some good progress done. And We met some new friends tonight. I had so much fun. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me. I should be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern for more fun times. Until then, thanks so much for watching. I hope that you feel better, Vicky. You know that I adore you. Mwah. Thank you, everybody, for coming to hang out. And I will see you guys very soon. Have a lovely evening.